Something to think about with these rearview mirrors that are actually a camera. This one in particular is able to go from a regular mirror to a camera, but it is an upgrade. It is an upgraded feature. So when you take a vehicle for a test drive, before you spend the extra money on this type of mirror system with the camera integrated, it may not be apparent at first, but after a while, if you go on a test drive, you may not notice this. But this is the issue that I think you should just at least consider before you pay extra for the rearview mirror that has the camera system. And that is the focus, your focus of your eyes. So if you're over 40 years old like I am, and you have glasses or whatever, then when you're looking out the window of your windshield, you're actually looking at a distance, a far distance. When you're looking out of the mirror, it's the same thing. You're looking at a far distance because you're looking at a reflection of things in distance. Your eyes are focused at that far distance. When you're looking at a screen, a digital screen, then you have to focus on something really close. And in this particular case, this rearview mirror is fairly close to my face, and it's kind of right on the verge of being in that area in which I have trouble focusing my eyes because with my glasses off. Any closer than this, and actually at this close, I would normally take my glasses off in order to be able to see this properly. It's slightly out of focus, but it's enough to where I can actually make out what I need to make out. So it's not a real big deal, but I would definitely pay attention to that and make sure that your eyes are able to focus on that, and make sure there's no issues with your eyes trying to focus. Because if you're focused at a long distance, then all of a sudden you got to focus at a short distance, and then you want to be able to glance at the mirror. You don't want to have to sit there for a second and try to focus on this close screen. See, this screen is a little bit further away, so it's a little bit better than this one. This one's a little bit close. So just something to think about when you're test driving a vehicle, because the problem is a test drive, when you go to a dealership and you buy a vehicle, you kind of like spend a short amount of time in it, and you may not realize that mirror is kind of might not be in your focal range, with the screen. Regular mirror, it's just like looking out the window. If you can see things at a distance, you can still see things at a distance here. But the screen is close up, so just make sure that that's going to work. See, in my case, I put the seat back just a little bit more, and that helps. But if you really need to have the seat really up close, you got short legs or whatever, then this is even closer. So your eyes have to focus on something really close. Now, on the gauges are actually sunk down. I don't know if you noticed that. They're sunk down into the dash a little bit to avoid that problem of trying to focus on things at a far distance and then super close. So they sink it down so that way your eyes can focus on it a little bit further away from your face while you're driving. So you don't have that drastic difference in focus. But this type of deal is potentially a problem for some people, especially older people that have trouble focusing, wear glasses, that kind of thing. So just want to bring that to your attention when you go to a test drive a vehicle. Kind of spend a little bit more time making sure that you're able to look before you spend the extra money on this camera system. Make sure that you're able to see and focus on it fine, and it doesn't cause a problem. Because what happens is, if it causes a problem, you're just going to flip to a regular mirror, right? And that's good that you have that option, but you've spent money on the camera system when you didn't need to. You're just going back to the mirror system, just the regular mirror, and then you're just basically kind of wasted some money on that. But anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.